Hello and welcome to Prepspot. In this video we are going to know about a critical topic that's been making headlines globally, the discovery of a new bat coronavirus in China, specifically in Yunnan province. This finding, published in early 2024, has reignited discussions about zoonotic diseases, pandemic preparedness, and the intricate relationship between humans and wildlife. Let's unpack the facts, the science, and why this matters for all of us. First, let's address why this discovery is trending. In June 2024, researchers from Shandong First Medical University and the Chinese Academy of Sciences identified a novel coronavirus strain, temporarily named HKU5-CoV-2, in horseshoe bats from Yunnan. While this virus isn't currently a threat to humans, its genetic similarity to SARS-CoV-2, the virus behind COVID-19, is striking at 94.5%. To put this in perspective, the previously known closest relative, RATG13, shares 96.1% with SARS-CoV-2. This discovery isn't just about a new virus, it's a reminder that bats remain reservoirs for pathogens with pandemic potential, and surveillance in these hotspots is non-negotiable. Now, let's trace the timeline. Samples were collected between 2020 and 2023 in Mengla County, a biodiverse region near China's borders with Myanmar and Laos. The study, peer-reviewed and published in Emerging Microbes and Infections in 2024, analyzed 47 fecal samples from 23 bat species. Horseshoe bats, the same genus linked to SARS-CoV-1 in 2003, were the primary carriers. This isn't an isolated event. Yunnan has been a focal point for virologists since the early 2000s given its dense bat populations and proximity to human settlements. Remember, SARS-CoV-2's origins, while still debated, are widely hypothesized to involve bat-to-human transmission, possibly via an intermediate host. Let's get into the science. The receptor binding domain, RBD, of HKU5-CoV-2, the part of the virus that latches onto host cells, differs from SARS-CoV-2. This means it likely can't infect humans yet. However, coronaviruses are notorious for their ability to recombine and mutate. For instance, a single genetic shift could enable spillover. This is why studies like these are vital. They map viral evolution and identify high-risk strains before they jump species. Think of it as an early warning system. Geographically, Yunnan is a biodiversity hotspot, but this richness comes with risks. Deforestation, wildlife trade, and urbanization have blurred the lines between human and animal habitats. Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Amazon are all hotspots for zoonotic spillovers. Historically, Yunnan was ground zero for SARS-CoV-1 in 2002 to 2004, traced to civets and bats. Fast forward to 2012, and we saw MERS emerge from camels in Saudi Arabia. Each outbreak teaches us the same lesson: disrupting ecosystems amplifies our exposure to pathogens. Now, let's zoom out. Why invest in bat virus research? Critics argue it's fear-mongering, but the data tells another story. Over 75% of emerging infectious diseases are zoonotic. Bats alone host thousands of coronaviruses. By studying them, we gain insights into viral behavior and can design broad-spectrum vaccines or antivirals. For example, Moderna's mRNA platform, developed for COVID-19, is now being adapted for other coronaviruses. This is proactive science, not just reactive. Every discovery has two sides. The merits are clear: enhanced surveillance, better predictive models, and public awareness. However, there are demerits too. News of a new COVID-like virus can fuel unnecessary panic. Remember the lab leak theories around SARS-CoV-2? Misinformation thrives when science isn't communicated clearly. Researchers emphasize that HKU5-CoV-2 is not SARS-CoV-2, and there's no evidence it can infect humans. Transparency is key here. Let's reflect on COVID-19. The pandemic exposed glaring gaps in global health infrastructure. Despite warnings after SARS and MERS, many countries were caught off guard. The World Health Organization's One Health initiative, which integrates human, animal, and environmental health, is a step forward. Projects like the Global Virome Project aim to catalog 99% of viral threats in wildlife within a decade. But funding and geopolitical cooperation remain hurdles. Science can only do so much without political will. So, where do we go from here? First, expand surveillance in hotspots like Yunnan. Second, curb high-risk practices, wet markets, illegal wildlife trade, and deforestation. Third, public education. Communities living near bat habitats need awareness programs to reduce contact. Finally, global equity. Vaccines and treatments must be accessible to all, not just wealthy nations. The next pandemic could start anywhere. Our response must be universal. In conclusion, the discovery of HKU5-CoV-2 isn't a cause for alarm, but a call to action. It underscores a reality we've ignored for too long: human health is inextricably linked to the health of our planet. As we wrap up, I'll leave you with this thought: pandemics aren't inevitable. They're a consequence of choices: how we treat ecosystems, fund science, and cooperate across borders. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's advocate for a world where prevention isn't overshadowed by crisis management. Thank you for joining, and feel free to share your questions in the comments below. Answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given heart and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.